It was Christmas Eve on the island of Sodor, and the air was quiet, save for the soft crackling of Thomas's warm firebox. He was resting on a siding, alone near a small village, as workmen bustled around, loading his vans with last-minute Christmas gifts. Thomas was glum. Didn't feel like Christmas at all. It didn't matter that there was snow on the ground or Christmas trees at Knapford Station. Something just felt different. As he pondered his anomaly, Toby trundled in with Henrietta. His wooden frames were frosted, but his bell shone faintly in the light of a nearby lamppost. "Evening, Thomas," the old engine said kindly. "Oh, hello, Toby," Thomas replied, his tone contemplative. The tram engine studied Thomas. He had known the blue engine for many years, and had never seen him so down around Christmas. "Well, you look somber. What's on your mind?" "I'm just... what is the meaning of Christmas?" Toby's brow furrowed as he considered the question. "Well, Thomas, that depends on who you ask. For some, it's about celebrating the birth of Jesus long ago. For others, it's a time for family, or even just a chance to rest from the year's work." "I've been thinking. Everyone seems so busy. Rushing to buy gifts, decorating trees, planning meals. It's usually very exciting, but this year..." Toby chuckled. "That's a keen observation, Thomas. People do tend to get caught up in the frenzy, don't they? But maybe that's part of it. The hustle, the preparations. It's all a way of saying this moment matters." "But what moment, Toby?" Thomas pressed. "The presents, the food, something else entirely?" Toby's eyes, old and wise, seemed to twinkle. "Perhaps it's none of those things on their own. Maybe Christmas is about leaving the world behind for a little while. A time where everyone can come together and give back. It helps us forget how cruel this world can be sometimes." Thomas was silent for a moment. His gaze drifted to the snowy hills beyond the village. "I like that," he said finally. "Do you think it's possible to miss it? To get so caught up in the busy parts that you forget to pay attention to what really matters?"
"Oh, it happens all the time, Thomas. Well, that's the thing about Christmas. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's not about getting everything right. It's about the trying. The effort to connect. To share. To make something bright in a dark place. That's what makes it special."
"So it's not just one thing. It's everything. The good, messy, quiet moments?"
"Exactly," Toby replied. "Christmas isn't something you can hold in your buffers or wrap in shiny paper. It's something you notice, like the glow of a lamp in a cold night, or the sound of laughter from a warm house."
As the last boxes were loaded into his vans, Thomas felt a sense of peace wash over him. He didn't need to understand everything about Christmas to feel its presence. He just had to be there, in the moment, paying attention. "Thank you, Toby," he said softly. "You are very wise."
Toby smiled. "Not always, Thomas. But tonight, the quiet helps." "We're all set, Thomas," called the workman.
Feeling much better, Thomas, hissing steam, departed from Ulfstead.
"Merry Christmas, Thomas!"
"Happy Christmas to you too, Toby!" As the tank engine puffed into the snowy mountains, he had a new outlook on Christmas, and he was content.